From presidents and prime ministers to small business owners, the COVID-19 pandemic has challenged leaders right across the world. The need for positive leadership is greater than ever. And today in our look at the future of work, we're discussing what qualities are proving most important in this time of crisis and how this might change leadership styles in the future. Joining us now via Skype to talk more about this is adaptive leadership expert Adel Gamar. Good morning, Adel. Thanks for being here.
Good morning, Nita. Thanks so much for having me.
So let's start with what qualities or leadership strengths you think are proving most important during this pandemic.
Yeah, great question to start us off. It's important that when we talk about leadership that we distinguish between two things. The first being authority, which is typically called management, and the other being exercising leadership. Authority or management provides some critical services, the services of protection, direction, order. Exercising leadership is giving the work back to your organization to address a complex challenge. The former, authority, is critical at all times. To provide direction, protection, order is critical regardless of if it's business as usual or not. But it's more vital during a crisis like this. The type of leadership that we need right now more than ever during the COVID-19 and beyond is the adaptive leadership, whereby people are asking critical questions. They're engaging as many stakeholders as possible. It is the leadership that businesses need right now more than ever than just the typical business as usual or what we would call authority or management.
Now, Adel, what long-term implications do you think this crisis will have on leadership styles?
I think, honestly, I'm filled with optimism in that a crisis like this has forced business leaders, executives, and even staff members to look at this with a new lens, a new perspective. What it has done is it has surfaced a lot of issues that were not necessarily not there. It's just that because things were going so great, people were unaware of them. This disequilibrium, this level of uncertainty has provoked so many to think differently, to know that this is beyond their technical know-how, their business as usual management that they're typically used to. And now they're looking inwardly, asking their staff and team members, what is vital for our business to survive? What would resilience look like moving forward? What are ways for us to innovate together? And so the critical question now for businesses is to ask, what are the conversations that need to be had now in regards to how do we become resilient, how do we become adaptive in a time of uncertainty like COVID-19?
Adel, in the 40 seconds we have left, I'd love to get your thoughts on how leadership has been so far during this crisis, in your opinion, from all levels of government.
I'm a big fan of Dr. Bonnie Henry, me and amongst the millions across this country, but particularly in this province. I think what we need is leadership that grounds us, that gives us some sense of certainty, leadership that instills hope and gives us inspiration that we will clear this. And for your viewers, we will clear this. It's just that we need some new learning and we need to do this together. Not one person can have all the answers, but the more collaboration, the more inspiration and instilling of hope is what leaders need to be considering and taking seriously now more than ever.
Of course, because certainly we are all in this together. Adel, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me. Take care and all the best.
You too.